as an undergraduate student, and then now you're currently doing projects in engineering because how do you like that? So the beautiful thing about engineering is that engineering takes you across different industries. You understand? And that probably will form one of the things that I'll tell you for. You understand? Don't narrow your mind towards just the oil and gas industry initially for the first phase of your career. At least get a job that pays your bill. Get a job that pays your bill during that time. Then while you're there, you can start launching and reaching out. Sometimes some people have this mentality, they have to travel out to get some places. Please, you have to pay your bills. That one. So now answer your question. Okay. So the oil and gas industry has like has numerous roles. You have biochemists, you have physicists, you have geologists, you have testers, engineers. So even here in oil and gas, we have those facilities, do maintenance, we like those were even let's say consulting for the company itself. Sometimes the company wants to contract out projects, but you want to have your in-house person who will evaluate the quote that the contracting company is giving to make sure that they're in line and advise the company that this is what I'm saying. Their quote is way beyond market, value and market price. But let's say kilometer of the road, or let's say to do this thing. You cannot try to say, best design, right? And so that's why it's very like it's very, very, but not as much as the core, the petroleum engineering. Petroleum is the core of the industry. You understand? We have to also support what you are doing. Now, about me now moving to telecom. Telecom too is the same thing. Engineering, as I said, is not like it's across different industries. Telecom, for instance, the telecommunication industry, uh, infrastructure is the backbone of what they do. So you see the maps, for instance, it's not the computation engineers, the electrical engineers that are actually going to go and build those maps, right? It's us, it's the civil engineers who do them. You understand? So we do the infrastructure involved, and like there's a lot of civil engineering and civil engineering opportunities in telecom. There's a lot of civil engineering opportunities in telecom because as they expand and they even let's say things like currently, let me get a practical example in telecom industry currently, diesel is too expensive, right? And the telecom companies are moving towards solar. So if you check in most of their maps and stuff like this, they are gradually transitioning from using fuel, using diesel to using solar. So those solar stuff that are building there, civil engineers do them, right? So it's just the fact that those engineering phase. So the dependency of different skill sets across different industries. I think that's just what it is. There's no special different stuff like that. So like, and I saw things that apply. So that's just what it is. Yeah.
Good morning. So my question goes to you. Like somebody that is not a student of petroleum engineering and you want to participate, you want to be a part of this volunteer in how do you navigate from? And also, won't there be any special prerequisites like that will be needed and the petroleum engineering students will have a higher or upper hand to when you eventually volunteer?
You yourself want to achieve something. Like you said earlier, you have to work for what you want. You have to make yourself available. It's not like you be okay. There are just like imagine somebody applying for a job that is a specific stuff, and you know that okay, you have all the criteria to apply for this job, but because you have not studied that same course, like you said, he studied civil engineering, but he's doing project management. He applied for it. You have to make yourself. You have to push for it. Don't mind the barriers or anything. Make yourself available and push for it. Then I think that's
So let us take one more. Okay, you want to give an answer?
Good evening. Sorry, it's been a long day. So for me, sorry, I didn't get your name. Okay, for last Saturday. So yeah, I just want to let you know that I'm open to everyone, although it's primarily for SPU and family professional engineering students, but it's open to everyone. We have members from geology. We have a lot of people in geology that are SPU members. We have people from electrical and electronics engineering. In fact, we have um, SPU Africa SPS competition that we travel to on campus. Our energy challenge team, we won an award for energy challenge. And one of the members of the energy challenge was from electrical and electronics engineering. I don't know how many of you know that the same DGS, yeah, yeah. He was one of the members. He have won about 3 awards through SPUI and dropped the Dr. Olumide Phillips Award. Someone from geology also won it at Maris alongside Tyler in graduate level. So there are opportunities for people outside to also volunteer with SPUI. So it's not just for us, although family petroleum engineering students. So don't worry. If you are interested, if you show effort, this one up, you know you cover.
So I just want to process what Miracle said. SPE, right? The core of SPE is petroleum engineering. Do you understand? That's the truth, right? The core of SPE is petroleum engineering. But then, as we said before, the oil and gas industry is so big, it's so wide. The operations there is so wide that you need hands across board, across different professions. Even in, let's say, in medicine, for instance, the oil and gas industry have their in-house clinics, right? So you see health professionals there too. So you have a role to play. For example, civil engineering, right? From volunteering actively, actively, right? I've always been around. Events like this always come around. Always maintain that fellow relationship. Always come around, and as I said, they always available to accept people. If in at SB Nigeria Council to also portray what I was talking about, why social media is core, um, there is a special committee that has to do with either production or competition, and it's just professors from special engineering that make up that committee because at the end of the day, it's oil and gas, right? And it's their core job. We are also, let's say, supporting and having our own roles to play, but at the end of the day, it's special engineering. Yeah.
That's the last question.
All right. Good morning. The question is right. I think on more than one occasion that you wish you had volunteered more. Why? So please, can you tell us some of the things you feel you missed out because you weren't really as active in school, like the opportunities you missed out?
I have experience studying the capital in mechanical. He has benefited so much in SC, more than me for the petroleum engineering. Can you imagine that? So when I was in school, I just remember because you have to be an SP as a petroleum student, you have to be an SP. So when I told that my friend, she's benefiting so much, although I see she's benefiting so much. Then I asked her, how far? She was like, I come up, I volunteer. This person is someone that's so animated. She actually like sponsor a program where she has to travel abroad. So imagine that kind of stuff. So I was like, I wish being an be a better volunteer program. So to be able to benefit all this stuff, I really missed out when
Please, can we put our hands together for thank you so much, Rob. Thank you so much for sharing. Don't just sit still. You can see that there's a lot of opportunities in SP. It goes beyond GI. It goes beyond SP section. It goes beyond SP international. So the sky is the industry is so big to say that you don't want to try. It's so big to say that maybe you are shy of this opportunity or whatever. There's a lot of things that you can do, a lot of things you can gain from SPE as well. So thank you so much for being on. We want to call on our president to present the award. Okay, if before the president come up, can I have someone just briefly say what they've learned from the whole session? Key takeaways. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I paid because I had a question to ask, but I wasn't able to answer due to time restriction. So, the highlight of the panelist session was if you don't do it now, you definitely miss out. Yes, if you don't do it now, you definitely miss out. And so, I was able to get that do not restrict yourself with the resources you have. Just like Mr. Engineer Njoku said, yes. He mentioned about being in civil engineering, studying civil engineering, and is now a project engineer. I, I personally, I had the opportunity. I learned a lot. I learned project management. I learned that people are actually missing out because as a project manager rather, yes, you can work anywhere. You can work in any industry. And then I also saw because it's true, I do not like stress of material. So when I got there, it was kind of tough because a lot of things they will be talking about like this civil stuff, sheet, your AutoCAD, whatever, whatever. But with time, when I had to like calm down and then I also saw a lot of petroleum engineers there as well. So I'm like, this is it, something like that. So I learned that you should try your best to actually adapt um to what life throws at you. When life gives you lemon, make lemonade. All right, thank you very much. I'm the person who wants to say something about.
So good morning. My name is Patrick, and what I got from this conversation is that volunteering will not only you yourself, it can also open you to a lot of opportunities.
All right, thank you very much, Patrick. Uh, we can have our president now.
SPE, I don't like the energy. Well, let's make it fun. Let's divide ourselves into teams. I'll start from me. Solutions. Two solutions. SPE. It just dish. Let's go. So, seeing people. SPE. So, my friend. Energy. I want the energy from you because I mean, you have some energy. Let's come around, bro. Team energy. SPE. So, who won? I love. I'm the professor. Please for God. Please for me. Please for me. Please for me. Please allow them to close for all our I believe we're able to learn a thing or two. I mean, I learned 100 or 200. So I was more than a thing or two. I believe we were able to learn something from the amazing conversation that we had. It was intentional to make it a non-technical conversation, so it would be something that everybody could relate with. And then you saw when our speaker talked about seeing our friend in mechanical, getting opportunities in SD and all of that. And shit, I was a patient engineering. So just another member. There are people in Ireland that can relate to that very well because I mean, the people in Massachusetts can say that to win an SP scholarship. Can say that to win energy challenge with SPU, and they're like about the opportunities that we have at the disposal. It also comes from a personal experience, but if we are personally broken by exposure and the limit to what I can achieve. So initially, 100 level, I would have tapped my self and told okay, I don't for this one, I can't really do this. I can't for this kind of people. I don't have any really good for this. I can't really. But then when I saw what my students were doing, I think I saw my students writing papers. I saw people, I saw Alex, a lot of you know Alex. I saw Alex win every every win every African paper contest, win every international paper contest. And I'm like, I see this guy everything. He's literally the first African to win every international paper contest. And I literally see him every day walking to the basket. And I can do it. So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So volunteering will test you, gives you that kind of exposure, it gives you that kind of when people want people on my list too. I can do this, I can do that. And I have friends in other schools that we sort of we project through SP of course and ever since we got to meet each other, we've grown our friendship, we encourage each other, we do things together. I have friends that we are trying to write together. I mean, shout out friends. I don't know how many of you remember our school at the webinar. The last competition at Kano, Shama also was one of the awardees for the contest. I was one of the awardees for the contest. I didn't want to submit my paper for my because I was so like occupied with a lot of things. But Shama was pushing me that I just submit, let me say Shama submit. And I submitted and they have a published paper. And this is from a relationship that SPH with me. So when we say SP gives you exposure, when we say SP gives you opportunity, not true. There are a lot of people in this department that have traveled to represent Nigeria in petroleum competition through SPUI, through volunteering, through active participation. And a lot of other things that we do, we cannot understand this short time that we have. So please, a round of applause once more for the representative from SPUI. Okay, so right about now, I want to present my work and I'd like to welcome our two amazing panelists back to the studio. So,
You like to have very well.
right. So, we have SPUI Ibadan, then my SPUI person, to share with me in support and partnership with SPUI Ibadan. We are moving commitment to support academic growth, providing opportunities has made lasting impact in our student professional training. So, opportunities are worth with. That's
All right, thank you very much, Mr. President. Right about now, we have icebreaker session. And this time, we'll be going with your dream job 5 seconds.
my dream job.
What's your dream job?
My dream job is to be an engineer. I don't know about this Saudi Aramco. So for those of you that don't know cyber around you, I'll just look it up. Maybe Google it. You understand why I am aiming to be an engineer, a production engineer, by the way.
With me, I don't like my own.
Because so basically, I'll be giving the mic to a few people. Just, yeah, what your dream job is. It doesn't necessarily have to be something related to a dream job might, I don't know, maybe being a pastor,
Or the wife of a pastor.
and the life of an Obianuju. That is also a job. So, briefly, very briefly, giving the mic to a few individuals, just your name and your dream job.
Collect the mic now. Pack one, pack one.
My name is Tekun. I'm 100. My dream job is to be a voice actor.
I dream job is to be a voice actor. Okay, next. Okay, my name is Daniel. My dream job is to become an engineer. Social engineer is really my skill in secondary school. And this is one.
I want to
Are you able to come with? Yeah, on the right track. So the last person, very, very important. Um, Good day, everyone. My name is Derek. My dream job, Derek. My dream job was being a hospital. Job is to be a basketball. You have to be encourage the want to be a basketballer.
thank you, my life. Yes,
Okay, moving on very quickly. How many of them want to study abroad, specifically in the USA? Yes. They don't want to study again. Okay, okay. I'm still if you want to. So even want to Japan, I thought you were interested in Nigeria. To start my fatherland become my friend. Okay, so moving on. We'll be having a representative from Education USA speak to us. But before we get to that, I'd just like to give us a little bit of an overview, one house place, on what to expect. So Education USA provides free and accurate guidance on everything from choosing the right university and preparing your application, to finding scholarships and getting ready for your student visa. Through its partnership with the American corner, Ibadan, Education USA has been a bridge between Nigerian students and countless academic opportunities in the US, and they empower young people to think globally and humanly. With a resounding round of applause, I want us to welcome Miss Karamat Ajala to the stage. Please let's give her a hand. We can do better.
and gentlemen, we start today, but yeah, it's that a lot of you are, but that's all right. I'm glad I was able to listen to the speakers. That was comprehensive. Well, please give them one of those times that a company pronounced my name. Oh, yeah. Well, have a presenter or something to no presenter. So when I say next time, very well. So yeah, while the speakers earlier spoken education USA, I'm surprised. But like, you're from Lagos, yeah? Well, you have practically more than 50% of Lagos, youth travel to the United States. I wouldn't know how they do that. Freaking many. It surprises me, actually. So we have so many people that come this year. We have like that. And then yes, we'll be having more and more at the end of this year. So yes, I'll be taking you to this live session. So well, we have science test to study in the United States. But before we start, I'll be giving you a whole of the so I'm an advisor. First of all, I'm not an agent. I'm an advisor, certified by the United States and the US Embassy Consulate, taken to the United States. So we provide accurate information about today information about the United States. So I know earlier you were asked, what do you want to be? What do you want to do? What is your plans? Talking about the real life. And still, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When I was there, I was still, let me just say, one. I don't know how to wait my life. I didn't philosophy. But the only thing I know how to do is to have you. And I will have you. In fact, your voice is because you will not rest. That's what I do. I don't argue. I talk about design. Arguing that it's compact. Talking about argument. Interesting way. With nice momentum. That's how we do. Especially, well, great to get focused on. I understand. I'm very sure because I'm going to know. So because that's exactly what I want to do if I graduate. One of the things I would say to be joined to what the speakers have said, sorry, the speakers is that there is a power in volunteerism. I have written a little nice thought on that, but not exactly an article. But please, whatever you are doing in your life, I do not care. Infuse volunteerism in it. It will help you tons of when you do not expect to find favor. It's not a prayer, it's a matter of fact. I was a volunteer before I became the director, before I became the director, before I became an advisor. So it only took me 1 year to be a volunteer. I don't know how it is, but I know something. I love to do my job so well. So when you know how to do your job so well, people that know you will echo you. That is it. So this is not as I said, it's a what? Matter of fact. So whatever you are doing, do it well. I know some of us are receiving engineering software, engineering time, forms of engineering. I don't know, but I know some of us we don't even know that. Yeah, probably some of your the father liked it or just what oh, do I just gave you a particular course? That wasn't your course. Philosophy was not my course. I chose it, I will not lie. And what happened was because I did not have math in my mind, failure that time. So I just said, I went to APEX. I started saying, who knows APEX? Oh, yeah, so I went to meet the manager, Mr. Lam, the owner of APEX. And you must pass mark. I said, "Ah, hey, I had A's now. You know, I said, math is the boss. It's imperative that math is sound. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to write another one. I'm going to do my best, all we need to do that. And I wrote down, I wrote NECO actually. I had G7, E8 in everything. And I had everyone in mathematics. And that government that you know, and I was like, what is it? What exactly is happening? Like every course that I took in the first, before I graduated, I had everything. You get me? But I didn't have mathematics and I did not have government. So I had to take it again and then add mathematics, only mathematics and other ones I don't have. I said, okay. And somebody told me, you can't do you better don't go to a just I don't think I will do it. I will write it. Ladies and gentlemen, I did my jam. I did my post TTL. I wasn't even scared. There was nothing. I did it and I did it so well. I got my first admission, like first batch. My name came up. So trust me, when you do something, you do it. Let me just let me go to myself. So yes, to tell the ladies, I don't know for men how they do it so well. But ladies, whatever you can do, look at me. Karamat said it. Do it well. I don't care how you want to do it. You want to be a pump? Go out there. You want to be a great speaker? Go out there. Learn, read. You want to be a blogger, you want to be a YouTuber. So, buy 10,000 read life. That's the room. What else? Your room, clean it. Your room, polish it. Make it fine. Make that color. If it is not perfect. Then go with whatever you want to do. You do it so well. That's how you start. That's how you break your necessary, trust. So now let's go to the first section. Next, like, okay, so what we do, who we are, why study United States, types of institution, basic requirements, types of study United States, application timeline, and membership and whatnot. Well, next slide, please. So now, naturally, I always take my time to sit down and explain the right what there is. I'll make sure maybe during the question and answer section. Yeah. So what do we do? Education USA is a UN Department of State supported network of over 30 advisory centers in more than 100 countries. So we have in Ibadan, India. In fact, we have in so many countries. We have in India. We have in Ghana, Gambia, Sierra Leone, Burkina Faso. We have in so many countries. We have in Russia. We have in so and I said 230 advisory centers, 178 countries. Now we are more than 178. So yes, in Nigeria, we have six states in Nigeria. Lagos, next line. Lagos, Abuja, Ibadan, Jos, and Calabar. And what do we do at Education USA? We provide students, especially international, we are all international, we are okay with that. It's accurate, comprehensive, and up-to-date information about both US colleges and universities. My job is not as an agent, but as an advisor to guide you through the time steps of university. I'll take my time. I will ask you, what do you have for me? Go through this slide. Or no, not exactly go through this slide. Go through this instruction, and I'll tell you what to do. So my job as a mentor is to say, there's a there is no fall into that. I'll help you say, pass this place is better. Antibody is better because there is one of the UI. So when there is one of the job. So when you get to antibody junction, you can find your way around to the front. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So after what is happening at the front, my job is to make sure that you do not be the victim of traffic now, so that you can circumvent your way to Mokola. Good. So yes, for the United States. I have 3 students that traveled in August, and I have many students that got fully funded scholarship. Many students, but some of them did not get their visa. Or there was a new regulation by, let me say something now, by Donald Trump. So my students were affected because the regulation affected the visa timeline and whatnot. So we couldn't go through like that. So they are still traveling by December or January. I told them to defer their admission to January because it didn't affect them. There's high chance the visa will be rejected because there wasn't time for him to give us the opportunity to travel to the student. But thing about US education, especially for STEM students, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, like you can have opportunity for fully funded scholarship. If I have a non-STEM student, yes, they might have, but it's very slim the opportunity. But you have a partial scholarship or maybe or assistantship, graduate assistantship, all this they might add it, but you might not have that fully funded scholarship. And I must say, I have some of my students that got surplus. I mean surplus means that after you have graduated, you'll be given his money back. So if one of them has $10,000 surplus, $5,000 surplus. Then he wants to come back to Nigeria, give him his money back. If he wants to stay there, so my job. See, don't let me hear that. He said that we can stay. Maybe we'll stop. Okay, let's go. So we have 4,000 accredited universities in the United States. No, please go back. I'll just quickly go here. So one of the reasons, let me first take one class education. One of the reasons why some of our students that are there, that graduated, and they are going there because of the information is because they have seen people like that, along that. They have seen people like us that are there, and they can virtually say that so much US education is the best choice for you. I'm not here to talk. I'm not. There's no advertisement in this one. The fact. So rarely would you see UK university. They'll give you funding, yes. But rarely will you see that they are really very, how do I say it now? They are very I think of any UK university that you can go that are very high in. I'm not going to beat you. I'm just challenging you. So one of the reasons why students are coming, there is nothing like I don't have to do. Even if you are from very low socioeconomic background, and if you need a fully funded scholarship, you will study without. If you need a fully funded scholarship, your job is going to be a symbiotic. The first class student, what do? I volunteer. That's what I'm talking about volunteerism now. I volunteer in organizations. I do some classified jobs or work. I have certificates and work on and all those things. And this will both my chances of getting fully funded scholarship. Everybody can get admission to the United States. If you try for once, 3 times, you get admission. But what about you want to study in the United States? Don't forget they are using the exchange rate. So you want to study in the United States, you have to. How much is $10,000 to naira? That's almost 15,000, yes? 15 million rather. There you go. So imagine that you want to study in the United States and the school fees is $30,000. How do you want to get about? I'm going to show you bit by bit. So another thing about Western education, there's something called before rather um, um, the opportunity for students to study abroad. They're in the United States, but you want to do something on I did public administration for my master's degree, and I want to do something for public administration. I really want to know how the administration in another country. I'm a non-STEM student, yes, but you can go to another country to do a kind of practical aspect of public administration. Do you understand me? In your head, for non-STEM students, do you have lab? Do they have lab in Nigerian institutions? Answer me. But in the United States, it's always lab for any course you want to study. So your job is to say, I want to do this is your PR, principal investigator. I want to do this, how do I go about it? Another thing is, you want to study a course. Okay, there is civil engineer. That is your major. We don't call it course. Right? We call it course in Nigeria. What's your course? It's called major of study. Don't study a particular major. That major is civil engineering. You can minor in 2 other courses. That's your minor. That's flexibility. So I'm doing public administration for my future. And I want to do maybe something about law, not exactly law as a whole, but something about law and something about engineering for my minors. 2 minors, 1 major. 2 majors, 2 minors. 1 major, no, 2 minors, 2 minors, 2 majors, 1 minor. You can mix and match. You can decide. I know some of us really love sport. We don't know how to track. There is always a space for you in the United States. It's not because I have a direct together. It's about this. So how about so I must say I don't want to go leave this country. Sometimes I love this country. One, my family, they are here, my family is here, my friends are here, me so well, people that know me so well, here. So I really have to explore. I don't want to, be contracted in this country that is not giving me excuses and roses. So your job, you might just decide to study in the United States. 4 years, 3 years, you're done. For your PhD, 2 years, 3 years, you're done. You come back to school. So yes, that's what class education. There's nothing like my lecturer is not available. 2 weeks you do not lecture. But the third week you now came, you now said, okay, check. No, there's nothing like that. There's nothing like that in the United States. In the United States, you and your lecturer have to do whatever groundbreaking research is, something profound. When they are listing names, your name will be there because you are together. You did it like not like superior and that's what class education. I'm going to that community. How many of us have heard of Comoros? Let me go back. How many of us have if I catch you, sir? I if you lie, you I catch you. I don't do bad. Because what are you doing? You want to set Comoros, okay. Don't I'm not giving you anything. Don't waste your time. How many of us have Kenya? How many of us have heard of Lithuania? Kazakhstan? Comoros. If I catch you, which Comoros did you hear? What is the Comoros? No one of us didn't get it. I mean, that was tell me one thing about Comoros. It's a country. No, look at it. It's a country. It's a country. Who said it's a country? I can give me one uniqueness about Comoros. I didn't get that. It's the capital of Moroni. It's Moroni. What do you say yes? Give me one uniqueness. That's not a uniqueness. Give me. It's an island. What flower do they wear? There's a flower that makes it like that makes them unique. That makes it unique. Like, so, okay, now tell too much. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, now I give you one gift to remind me. One thing about there's something they call flower. They use it for perfume. One of the best tiny islands. Yeah, that's the one. Some of us don't know, but it's a very tiny country that has a tiny island. So that's the now. Please go back. Let me just do something. So we have more than 1,800 majors. I talked about majors earlier. The major is study. So if you can match the majors, you can do major. You know, most of us, I mean, practically 100% of us, you have something unique about you. But because you are doing this course or this engineering course, you don't have time to explore. Yes, this is a good chance for you. So I must tell you, I love dealing with graduate students. No wahala. They know what they want. My job is to don't go to this, do it this way, don't do it this way. Your SOP, personal statement, your lecturer, I'm good. And 3, 5 months, 6 months, we talked about 12 months. Do it. We've got an admission, we've got it. I love it so much. So diverse community. I was talking about so diverse community means that you are not going I hope you know that. US is one of the countries that has so many people from different backgrounds, orientation, understanding of something that you never imagined. There was a story, I can't remember exactly the story. We were just having a conversation last year in the US and I was with how many 28 having a conversation. And then somebody made a statement that is weird for Nigeria. You know, somebody and let me tell you one interesting thing. That one is not really big. But there was one time I went to the Department of State in the United States, and I was having a conversation with somebody. But with the person's, I now told my friend, this guy is gay. And I looked and my friend looked at me like, is it gay? I said it's gay. And I looked at myself. The other white person was like, it's normal now. Like you get, and it's not normal for you. Is it normal? But there's so many. You get what I'm saying? So to me, it's weird. But to some other people, it is not. It's normal. The guy was like doing like this. I was like, is it like this? So you can do this, you can do that. And I don't want to laugh because I was being told it's like a kind of ritual. So I was being told, and I just told them, no, really, I will laugh. I'm Nigerian and I'm from Ibadan. I will laugh. So yes, so I thought like these are kind of things, orientation that looks weird, but not weird to other people. So you are going there to meet orientation. People have different orientation. You will be surprised when you hear things that are weird. Something that is natural, humanly. I'm talking about human like natural. But when you get it, it sounds animal like natural today. And I'll just be like, anytime she everything. Oh, go and check Google. Is it not normal? They will say it's normal. So why is it not normal? So that's another way of life. And you cannot say it's wrong. You have to be open minded because you are meeting people that does not have your sense of, understanding of things. Now, we all have different models of operandi. I hope we know that. Yeah. Flexibility, I talked about that. Next slide, please. We have more than 4,000 institutions in the United States. So when I talk about institutions, I'm talking about universities and colleges. Just like Nigeria, we have College of Medicine, College of Education. They are not exactly, I'm sorry, they are not exactly like universities, yeah? They have a stipulative number of years, duration of time they're going to be using before they graduate. So they can decide, okay, College of Medicine or College of Nursing, and they can decide to explore or transit to a university to do masters or something differently, something that will end their 4 years degree, a degree. So that is college. Those are college. So we have university just like the university. So we have 4 years. You do with 4 years the duration of period of time. 2 years, maybe for your master's, PhD 1 year or 1.5 years. So when it comes to undergraduate, graduate, postgraduate, postdoc, that's university in the United States. So when you're trying to understand things, universities and colleges, they can be used interchangeably, but it's not always the case. So when you are trying to read something or go about something, you want to be sure that that is exactly what you're doing. That's what you want to do. That's the school you want to go for. Is it a college or a university? Is it a private institution or a small? Is it a private institution or a public institution? So one thing between public institutions and private is the fact that it's not about what makes it unique or something. It's about who funds what. So public institution is funded by, you know, um, taxes, government, is either federal level or the state level. So private institution is funded by alumni, endowments, people that just believe in their mission and vision. People that live or study in the school. People that have just graduated. Nobody can tell me that at Harvard University, Obama's daughter, Obama will not be one of those sponsors. It's not possible. So when you are in your class, you see Obama's daughter. Though she might be accompanied by, by these bouncers and whoever they call the policemen, but nobody cares. They are the same. And they are paying the same money. And I might be a fully public student. That's the idea. So another thing about public institutions, private institutions are very expensive, I would say, just like Nigeria. But one thing that the most striking difference I like private institutions is just the fact that they are very generous in funding. Very, very generous in funding. It might be $65,000 and you might actually be given $70,000, 5,000 as a surplus. Yes, that's private institution. They are very good, but they want to ask, what do you have to bring to the table? People will be, I sometimes tell people say that, they'll be saying what do you have to bring. Now I'm asking you, what do you have to bring to the table? What makes you unique? And now, Madi, you must produce that when you're so you must go to the United States. Anyway, so we have same sex and co-ed. Same sex was just one gender study in the school environment. We have schools like that. I'm so sorry. The reason why I it's 5 years, the reason why I don't remember is the reason why I don't remember different types of same sex. I have three students that are both. But yes, they have same sex institution and they are very, very, very reasonable with funding too. Yes. And we have co-ed. Co-ed means coming together, exploring, being a group discussion, group project, and what. So we have research institution. This is exactly the storyline. You are engineers here, prospective engineers. So research institution is one of the best shots for you. stop for you rather. So if you want to go to university in the United States, you want to look at research institutions. We have ILE and we have I. ILE is R1. I is I2. So you want to ask yourself, this school that you're looking at, is it R1 or R2? Is it categorized as R1? Decision means that R1 means that you get to do everything necessary to research and research. You get to travel abroad with your lecturer, come back, do things, do what you have learned, report, do presentations to show that yes, this is what you learned. This is what you've been learning. And the practice of it is not always theory actually, because it's highly research institution. You get high research works a lot. So we have high research. You do a bit of theory and more analysis. Do you understand me? So that's research. We have faith-based and secular. Faith-based means that see, whatever you have to do, you can come to the school, but before you graduate, you must take a course in relation to that particular institution belief. So it is established on a particular belief. We have University, Islamic University, something like that in the United States, yes. So you might be obviously a Christian, and then graduation, you have to take a course in relation to that belief. Secular means see, if you are a Muslim or a Christian or whatever, nobody cares. If you have a belief or lack thereof, you can study here. Community college, actually, community college, I won't say it's for you, so I must scrap that. Well, we have large institutions. Next slide, please. Large institution and small institutions, as the name implies. We have a lot, more than 6,000. In fact, more than 50,000 students study in that school. We have Ohio State University. What's the name of this my student? I think WCU, Wayne. All these schools are very large institutions. So if you want to study, you have to check. If you are the kind of person that would love to get lost in the town, large is good for you. That thing, that aluta in your blood, you want to explore, large is good. Small thing, sir, I have an opinion, I have an idea, large is for you. You are at the back. It's from Nigeria, large is for you. But if it's small, if it's small station member, you know it. In that station, you don't need you for make sure they do kind of person, then large station is for you. Do you understand me? No, so what can I study? As I said, nobody cares what you want to study. You might for undergraduates, one beautiful thing, a highlight of undergraduate, one thing I like about helping undergraduates today is that some of them don't know what they want to do. But do you want to do a science course? Yes. What else do you like? I like history, but it's not a science course. Okay, do biology. When you get there, tell your PR that you want to make some money. Okay. Do you understand me? But for you, as a graduate, you obviously you just need to earn your degree. Then you want to do something in relation to engineering. It doesn't necessarily have to be civil engineering or civil engineering. It might be something like that, but not exactly it. And you can major and minor, as I said. Yes. So we have 1,800 specific majors. I talked about that again. Freedom to design your studies. Explain that. Declare your major by the end of. Okay, now that. So combine majors and minors. So that flexibility means that nobody says, my mommy, if your mommy likes biology, like study biology, what do you like? Use that one as a second major of your mind. Next slide, please. All right, opportunities in the United States. Has anybody heard of the CPT OPT? Perchance, in passing, directly or indirectly? No, it can't be directly. Indirectly, what does CPT mean, sir? You have no idea, but you saw it. I didn't get that, sir. I didn't get that. You know it, but you can't remember. OPT, CPT, no one. Oh, I didn't get that. Oh, actually, can you explain? You are reading it. Oh, yeah, from the name. Okay. No, no, please, you're making.
Optional practical training means that there are some that you can drop. You cannot pick.
You are on the right track, but the person that you better. I don't know how to up again. Oh, yeah, let's see.
from the name. So I think CPC, curricular practical training, means that there is a practical part of your book embedded in your full curriculum. For instance, the way we have the do and we have our fluency remote internship, we have
Let me tell you how to, I'm sorry, let me tell you how to make it reach its goal. To pay. What's up? So, CPT, curriculum. We're talking about training here. It means that the training you are going for must be in relation with the curriculum or your curriculum, the course you are going for. I'm trying to push you want to read. You are reading it to be hey, if I catch you. Trust me, I'm not calling you again. I'm not calling you again. Who has to talk about OPT? Okay, now let's go. CPT means that as a student in the United States, you're taking a course, right? Let's say for oh good engineering, or you're taking a course in computer engineering, computer science, something around that. And you really want to work in Tesla, or you want to work at Microsoft. So that is a and working at as an intern in this organization means that it is in relation to the course of study you're going for. So that is curriculum practical training. And the curriculum practice, when you come back, you have to show your lecturer that see, I went for internship for 1 year and this is like IT good. This is what I'm going to do. When you came back from IT, did you justify what you did? That's what you be doing as curriculum practical training. So you just tell your lecturer, these are the things I learned, these are the lectures I learned, these are the situations and everything. Then they will mark you. So which means before you graduate, you must do your PPT. Now let's go to OPT means that you are doing computer science. You don't intern in a computer department of firm. Do you understand me? So you can take another course in information science, something of journalism, OPT. The idea is you just want to be sure that you are doing it. You're not staying idle. You're active. You're always actively involved. Do you understand me? So that's OPT again is you can graduate and take 1 year and do your OPT. That's why it's different. CPT, it must be in your transcript at the point. But OPT, it might be, but there's opportunity for you to explore after you graduate. Do you understand me? That's it. Are we good? Good. Both of them you are going for an internship, right? So that's good. That's a good way. Work study jobs on campus. So irrespective of what you're going for, you only have 20 hours to work in the school environment during the school session. So if you are see the moment they realize because you already have the data, they are following you, they are tracking everything you're doing. If they realize that you went off campus, you come back to Nigeria. Sorry. Yeah, you're surprised. You think it's Nigeria that they will not know the best. They will know everything about you, be surprised. So don't even try. Don't spoil what you have used months and years to do. So OPT, that's good. So OPT can decide to take any, sorry, work study, you can decide to do anything. You want to volunteer? This work study you might be paid. I have a student that is always paid 55 or $70 every day for a course for an internship. I mean, work study. So you do 5 days. 5 days. So that's 4 hours times 5. That's 55 times. One is 55, one is 70. 55 times how much? And then 70 times. Now calculate how much you'll be having. So when you're going to United States, you're not going there to study alone. I'm sorry, you're going there to make money. So I did not say that to you. Okay, so during the holidays, it will not be 20 hours again, it will be 40 hours because there is ample time for you. It is not distracting your class, not doing anything. You're just at home, maybe with your family, and you just want to do something. You don't want to stay alone. Stay idle. Right? So we have study about programs. I explained that earlier. Let's proceed. Next slide, please. So why do I start applying? Next slide. You start applying now. This is the best time to September, October, November, December. Best shot. Because the moment you're applying, some schools will naturally But he just said, let me try this thing. He tried it, was given a fully funded scholarship, and the moment he applied, a week after he said that all his results and everything they asked from him, SOP, personal statement, and was given a free scholarship. He didn't even, there was no tussle, there was no problem. And one thing that helped him most was he is a STEM student. So there was no problem because STEM, they put, because practically they know that they are very initiatives, they are very different from God. It's not that normal, already established curriculum. They are doing something different that matches ideas people they saw on the school. So they are looking at giving you enough money to take care of yourself in the United States and funding too. Now, please go back. So we have early decision, early action. If who wants to study in the United States? Oh, I missed that part. Oh, do you really want to study in the United States? I mean, you are just gone out. So yes, it's good that you know what you want to do. Sometimes you might not even know. Sometimes you guys are just stand and look at that weather. So nice. Guy, you look sharp. Especially on Twitter. You look sharp. The one that is in UK last year. You look sharp. You need to check the ones that are in the United States. You know the amount of opportunities they have. They are looking at the weather, you look sharp. Because you go overcoat, you look sharp. You are going there to study. You are going there to intern. You are going there to do activity and you are saying you look sharp. What can look sharp? You are enjoying the weather. You are Florida has four arbitrary conditions. So you can decide to do summer, summer, everything. Sometimes it could be warm throughout the year. Sometimes it could be all the arbitrary conditions. So what's the situation? Why can't you explore? Why UK? Why not US? I keep asking this question. All right. So every action means that binding. The moment the school has given you admission, let's say Harvard is very good at that. The moment they have given you admission, with the wahala they did, they gave you funding and everything, they gave you admission. And you're not saying that you want to explore other schools before you can give them an answer. No. It is binding. It means that you're not going. So just say yes, they are. So when you are researching you want to check, is it a public school, private school? Is it binding? The admission binding, non-binding. Non-binding, binding, I say binding. Any action means that if they've given you admission, you can explore other schools. So it means that you are not, nobody's holding you that you go to their school. Regular decision means that you take up all the seats before they start giving them admission. Schools do that a lot. But that rolling admission is every time. So the moment you apply to school, after 3 weeks, 4 weeks, some people will give you admission. Yes, and they will start asking you start asking them, who knows what code mail means? Who raised the first? What code mail?
Okay, you said it.
Next slide.
You said it relates to someone that you have a prior relationship
Smart.
with.
Sure. Normally, I can't give you something before. And give you what am I doing? Yeah, but you're not right. Who else raised it? Yes, yes, sir.
They are told by the student to a prospective advisor the school that you want to work, the school that you want to apply for. So maybe you want to apply for a particular school, particular department, you not apply to a school or a department. Yes. So maybe you look at a particular lab, look at the researcher or a lecturer in that lab, and you like their work, okay, you send an email to them, talk about your research.
Tell me one thing about coding. That's what I want to say. I understand what you're saying. Give me one thing. When I say something is code, what does it mean? What does code mean? What does code mean? What does
Yes, now maybe you message to professor, you see, you see his work and you want it to supervise.
Give me one word. Code mail, straight up. Give me one thing that makes it different from any other mail. Code mail. How relationship? I think how relationship. No relation. You try, put yourself right. So, basic requirement. What mail means, I will not tell you what code, but I'm going to tell you something that you will never forget. You do not have a prior relationship with the lecturer, no change messages or anything. Just send the code. You need something, I just thought this lecturer is a bit different. Let me send it to you concerning maybe ambition or something. You do not have a prior relationship. Anything about you don't know anything about it. You only know that the lecturer is good at what he does. And yeah, I'm just send to them. That's code. It is cold. When you're scared, your feet like you're sweating. That's it means wow, for everyone. So cold means that he's not expecting. He doesn't know who you are. He doesn't know where your family is. Yeah. So basic requirement. Rather with at least 4 years of bachelor's degree, right? With 3.0 CGPA or 4.0 CGPA. That's yeah. Part not part four. 400 level, yeah. 300 level. Who can tell me if I have not the real life? Yeah. Who is on distinction at the moment? Distinction. Nobody. I understand. Who is on 2.2? Say the truth. One. 2-1. Are you sure? You. What? You are not doing it. You. 2-1. Good. 2-1. Good. 2-1. Remind me. I'm supposed to give you. 2-1. Continue, please. Let's continue. So, when we say 3.0 CGPA, we are talking about American style. There is a way, there is a link given to us by the United States schools that you have to, um, there's a word they use, present, remind me, evaluate. You have to evaluate your CGPA, your transcript from Genesis to Revelation. You know what transcript means, I believe? Your transcript is not your mark sheet, though. Your transcript is not your statement of results. I hope you know that. Your transcript is not your certificate of result or something. Your transcript is a document that shows all your progress from 100 level to like that. I don't know if it's 100 level or 700 or 400 level. It depends on the duration of time you're using in school. So everything that shows your results and the course you went for or you've gone for, that's your transcript. Anyways, and at the bottom of that transcript, it will be written your CGPA that is broken down. So that CGPA and that transcript is what you are not going to use on that link to now evaluate your results again. So when you are on let's say 3.5, there is high chance that when it breaks down, maybe it's 3.2, 3.0. So that's what I'm talking about 3.0. Okay. Let's see this way. Well, there's a wiggle room for 2.9. Yeah, because I was there, so I understand. But there's a wiggle room for 2.9. So we can say you have 2.9. It's not up to 3.0, but there's a way. But your SOP, your CV has to be how many amounts of not it, LinkedIn. So why do you have LinkedIn? I am challenging you today. Just like okay, other level, you must open a LinkedIn. Because now in the United States, they want to be sure that you have a social media. Trump has said it. That is the rule. You must have a social media. Tell me, I can't person that works. you are working and you're doing civil engineering, excuse me. What is happening? Yes, so yes. So CGPA 4.0 CGPA. Next slide, please. Next slide, you have to be fast. We are trying to. Now the price is falling analysis. So let me break it down. Next slide. So now this is the highlight of everything. This is what and I was saying back side. Sorry, I'm gonna be fast. So yes. Now when you are going to school, the best place, the best start to know about the school is the school website. We are good and making sure we give you a comprehensive about school, right? What is the plural? What's that information? Give me a if I can. But to get one, what's the plural of information? Who said information? Come on, who said information? Hello, Joe. Information. You can say to share information. Anyway, so now when you are looking at the so if you are looking at the criteria, some people criteria, please don't do that. Hey, you are a university student, don't do that. So when you are looking at the criteria to consider when you are researching your option, one of the things you want to look out for is I'll beat them, is program of study. Program of study means that the course you want to study. Okay, I want engineering. But exactly, if you're looking at engineering department, maybe in one department you have different kind of uh, parts of department types. Yeah. So in engineering department, I want to see the University of Ibadan check engineering department. What do they have? Civil engineering, petroleum engineering. What other engineering do you have? Mechanical engineering, chemical engineering. Good. So now in the United States, you want to check what is the program of study. First thing you want to do. I want to do public administration. What is my program of study? The second thing you want to check is the cost of attendance. I'm very good at that. Anything I want to do in my life, I'm going to check how much they are selling it. Go and check how much. That's why we made the clone version and the original version. So cost of attendance in the United States, let's Alabama area. There's something there is called Alabama area, and we have Alabama State University. Washington State University, University of Massachusetts. Do you understand me? When you're researching options, do not make that mistake. Take your time, meticulously go through what you want. Write it down. The school, the program, so you don't make mistakes. Please. So cost of attendance, COA, means when you're talking about school fees, that's what they call your school fees there. It covers your tuition and fee, room and boarding, I mean your dormitory, room and boarding, personal expenses, food supplies in your dorm. When you don't you have to food now, we don't know. So I do not pay your food they'll give you food. So do you understand? They'll give you food. So if you like body care, you are paid. So first of all, attendance cover everything that you need to do. You need in school to have a smooth, program in the United States. That's the cost of attendance. So you want to check the school website. How much is the school fees? When you hear school fees, how much is the cost? What is the cost of attendance? Do you understand me? That's the cost of attendance. Some schools will say the cost of attendance is $60,000. Yeah. And you go back to the Indian cost of attendance, under it you see financial aid. Then the financial aid for a good student, a distinction student, can be $50,000. The remaining you'll be paying is 10,000. Now let me explain. Okay. When you are doing a career fair or anything, or you are checking the website of a school, and they bring out this COA that is $50,000. That $60,000 is called your sticker. In the event, I'm saying this in the event that you check this website. It is called what? Sticker price. Another name for sticker price is what? So when you do that, when you check your financial aid, when you've been given any kind of funding, that's $60,000, and you are given funding of $55,000, the remaining amount is how much? That $5,000 is your net price. Don't make that mistake. Net price is sticker price. Sorry, first of all, the sticker price minus financial aid. That's your net price. Do you understand me? In the event you have like that, it will be new to you. Do you understand me? Yeah. So we have opportunities. I talked about the opportunities. I talked about all the opportunities you need. So if you love ball, basketball, soccer, and you are going for a particular course, obviously engineering, you can ask your PI what other you can check this website rather. What other opportunities are there in the school? Oh, there's football, there's D1. You know what D1, D2? I know, you know. D1, D2, all these things. You want to check. If they do not have, we have more than 4,000 institutions. What are you waiting on? Leave the place, go to another school. There's nothing like that. I wanted medicine, they give me like that. If you do that, I'll come to your parents, I'll take you. So those are opportunities in the university. Humongous opportunities. So your job, check the school, check if they have other opportunities that you would like. You want to be a president of a department and you like that department, maybe writing department, writing something or something department. Check, do they have it? Yes, I love this school. They have my course of study. The COA is reasonable. I have what it takes, and they have the opportunity that I'm going. For graduates, you can take as many as 50. Break it down. Make sure that all the schools you are looking, you are trying to be opting for, they have what it takes. You have what it takes to get to the school. Not that you are trying to force yourself to already establish curriculum. Not that they don't have the course, I'll manage it first. There's nothing like managing the next. I've explained to you how you do about it. So we have accreditation. After you have checked all this, you have ticked all the boxes. The school this school has this school has this one has this one does not have, and maybe from 15 you streamline to 10 or 5. Then you can now say that check, is this school accredited? In the course of the slide deck, I'll show you the link for accreditation. And the link for evaluation is WES.org, ECE.org, and Spatran.org. You want me to spell it? Spell it. WES, you don't need to spell it. Just WES.org, ECE.org, Spatran.org. So location, you want to check the location of the school. Well, I talked about Alabama A&M, Alabama State University. What else? Washington. So you want to check where is the location of the school. You see to the east, to the west coast. They are very, very reasonable because the cost of living is not high. But when you are going to Boston, you are going to Washington, grow and see, spend money. So you could not just go look at schools that are very, very locations that are very cheap in the United States that you can manage. To be able to pay your school fees, pay your accommodation and other things. And they are every location. Every location. So there's nothing like a trust. They don't have you think nothing like that. So yes, diversity, I explained what diversity means. Size, I explained what size means. So when you are looking at that, you want to check the size of the school. Is it large or small? Because let me tell you something, more striking highlight of applying to US education. That one scares me for my students. And that is visa. Because the visa interviewer can just round up the necessary questions. Is Alabama large or small? That's shock. Because interviewer will be shocked. So you have to be sure you are taking your time to go through this instruction, go through the slides, and go through the interface of the school website. Take your time. Nobody's over. If there are nice, who is a nice girl ahead? 2 hours well spent. Beautiful 2 hours. From 3 to 5, you are good. Yes. Use your time to look at this school. Nothing is there. There's no error. Next slide, please. It's not going. It's not moving. Okay, these are the graduate online resources for you to check this. Look at it. Don't worry. Just wait with this. Do you have the link slip? Please, let's give it to them. Link slip. I mean, so we have grassroot.org, www.peterson.org. We have one of these links allows you to even communicate like your WhatsApp application. So you can ask, I'm going to Alabama, are you going to Alabama? Something like that. So this is a good platform, please. Next slide, please. Yeah, research website. You want to research the website and everything. Google.com, I mean, normal Google search. Geotech.in, mastersportal.com, mnsinos.com, PhD. If you are going for PhD students. So this is a good start for you. Should we continue? Are you okay? Next slide. It's not in this link slip. This one is not in the link slip, please. Just take a picture and forward it to others. So this is see all the links that we are giving you is enough. All these links are enough for you to go through the necessary route. No stress, no circumventing of anything. Just go through the normal thing. Next slide. So to verify, when I was talking about accreditation, this is it, yo. This is the link for accreditation. Go to this ope.gov/dap.ip accreditation link. Next slide, please. Okay, who said wait? Go back. Are we good? This is the link. Just take it and pass it. So we have a good page. This is the accreditation site. Take your time, go to the accreditation site, click on the school you are opening for. So, opening for rather. So look at it, show that it is accredited. If it is not there, it is not accredited. Next slide. You rarely will you even find a school like that actually in Ibadan. Because you always track everything. Evaluation at prudential WEC, contract and this. Disclaimer. Some of the links are monetized. Some of them, few of them, maybe one or two. Monetized when I mean $15, $10. I know you have. We are saying no. Next slide. Let's just back up. Step two. US study costs on average $30K. Some school cost 2K to 32. This is very, very true. I have seen students that go to school of what is COA again? Another name of fuck. Okay, but anyways, so this is very true. There are so many schools that are low as $22K. Yes. So take your time. You'll be given reasonable funding, fully funded scholarship. So take your time. Look at those schools. In this school, let me tell you one audacity that we have as international students. Let me tell you what audacity we have as international students. If the school did not give you that amount that you want, write a code bill. Tell them you have what it takes to give you admission. They should give you a scholarship. Yes. All right, evaluate your finances. There's something we call EFC, expected family contribution. So before you apply to anything, you want to check how much you have in your pocket, how much your parents, your dad and mom, your uncle all together. When we are talking about family contribution, I'm not saying your nuclear family, everybody. If your uncle from US, I'll give you 2,500. I'll give you 2,000. How much can you bring together to pay for your school fees? In the long run, you might not spend that money because we give you a reasonable financial aid. Yes. So apply for financial aid as you apply for admission. I explained that earlier. This is the best time. Summer, not summer. Fall, fall. This is the best time to apply. To be given fully funded for reasonable scholarship. And you can start bringing out your schools now, checking your schools, going through the everything now. And January, February, get admission and you can write for you. Use for me to kill them. As far as you have what it takes, you are good. They like audacity. I'm telling you. So, partial financial aid and scholarships are
Next slide, please. So you can afford a US education. I think this area, so I might not get to delve into it. 2,000 institutions award funding towards bachelor. 800 offer aid above $10,000. 300 offer aid above $20,000. And we have 100 of them provide full funding. It's because they know that brilliant people are very hard to find. So need to be, but it's not actually the case. I must tell you. So you take your time, look at the school, be sure that they have all the necessary things, and be sure that your relationship, look at, is this thing that they have. Make sure that they have, make sure that it is a symbiotic relationship. Next slide. On me. Next slide. We have need aware and need blind. Should I explain this one? Let's go. I would love to explain, but I don't have time. Next slide, please. So, what is your funding based on? Funding. What is funding based on? Academic requirement. That's your transcript. This is, they will ask you, what is your CGPA? One. What do you do outside of academic volunteerism? I talked about that. It is very, very important. You will see PhD, brilliant doctors, work volunteering at a food station in the United States. It is not, believe me, there's nothing like berating or anything. It's not volunteerism. They are volunteering to cook food for prisoners. Yes, it's volunteerism. So financial need based. So funding in the United States can be based on your merit. You have everything it takes to study in the United States. Do you merit? What is your, are you a distinction student? Are you a valedictorian? You want to check. And it is based on need too. Need means that what I need the money. You are valedictorian, you are brilliant, you have all the things that it takes. It's natural, they give you financial need. But they want to check, what about need based? Need based means that they're looking at your need. They are open to your need. It's from Nigeria. Her EFC is just $5,000 altogether. But she's good. She has a good result. And let's give her a fully funded scholarship. Yeah. So institution priority. Some schools just have their own priority. They are not looking at if they want to give you, they will give. If they do not want to give you, they will not. That's their business. That's their problem. Your own situation is to check, do they have it? Are they need based or need aware or merit based? Extracurricular engagements. Next slide. Eyes on back. Fully funded graduates have ICGPA graduates. If you want a fully funded scholarship, ICGPA, compelling statement of purpose. Who knows what a statement of purpose means? I didn't get that. Why is what? Why do you want a school? It's not only why do you want a school. No. I can hear that.
All what you are about, you talk about yourself, why you want to pick this school, all you're about, and what you have done in the past.
You must collect something because you have tried. Compelling statement of purpose, evidence of work. Who is doing research-based work here? You do it a lot. After you have graduated, just take 3 months or 2 months. Meet with your lecturer. It will be so if you are volunteering. How can I help you, sir? Help me do this, help me collect the name. Try it. And tell your lecturer when it's time for him to write a letter of recommendation, you'll be so glad to write it. You understand? You are delaying what? Gratification. Next slide, please. Letter of recommendation. So next slide. I'm not going to talk about that. Talk about that. Next slide. So letter of recommendation means that this is a letter written by your coach, your superior, by your employer, your lecturer, showing them, giving them stellar reasons why they should give you admission or they should give you funding. So it must be written by your lecturer, and the lecturer must know you very well. It means that he knows you so well that you have helped him in different times. Do you understand? Different times. Do you understand me? So we have graduate assistant. We have TA, GA, and research assistant. TA means teaching assistantship. So if you are going to the United States as a graduate student, you might decide to tell your lecturer you want to help him with teaching assistant. For example, let me explain. A class like this, I'm the lecturer, and I decide to use Miracle as my assistant, that's teaching assistant. So in the event that I'm not around, he will do it in my stead. I can trust him enough to do it in my stead. Sometimes this is the best time to write a code mail. Sir, I have everything. I'm going for my TA. How can I go about? How can I help you, sir? Graduate assistantship. You are a graduate. You want to help in any way you can. That is graduate. Because sometimes the lecturer will tell you what to do. Oh, you can help me with research and all this and administrative independence. We have RA next slide. RA, research assistant. You are helping him with teachers. Then I'm talking about even your name will be written there that yes, you are so helpful. You're part of the progress. So this is the website. On the website of each university, you check the funding. Next slide, let's be fast. Apply. So I explained this. Apply to 6 to 10 programs. Communicate with an admission professors or reps. So as high as you can in standardized test. It depends for graduates. You don't necessarily have, but for undergraduates, it is important that they write it. To give them a whole lot of chance to be given admission and everything. Submit completed application before due date. How many minutes do I have, please? Before due date, be prepared to pay for the first semester. It depends on the school. Schools have a policy, payment policy. It can be yearly, it can be once in a year, 3 times in a year, twice in a year. It can be fall and spring. Yeah. Okay, next slide. I'm not talking about more policy. If you want to have it, talk to me. Next slide. So this is it. When you are submitting for step 3, step 4, I will need step 4, I will need 1 or 2 representatives. So step 3, essay, SOP. You'll be asked to submit your SOP. See, your SOP is not your CV. Do you know what CV means? What does CV mean? Curricular papaya, all my team. So yes, we have we have CV and we have resume. CV means your course of speaking about you. Yeah, your resume, the reason is interchangeable. Rather, only if 1 page of your CV is your resume instead. Do you understand me? Your CV is not your statement of purpose. Your statement of purpose has to be written so well that the first person that will read it will be like, wow, I'm going to see wow. And they will take their time to read it. It will expose them already from the first paragraph. So your CV, your essay of government, I'm writing it overnight. You have to write it over weeks. Sit down, take your time. My job is not to say, are you done? Have you humanized it? Have you used all the good AI tools? Everything. Have you done everything? Yeah, send it to me. Let me peruse it. That's my job. Remind me of AI tools, yeah. So standardized test, you might be asked to write TOEFL or IELTS, or it depends. You can actually tell the school our language of instruction in Nigeria is English. I would like for you to read this for me. You are graduates. You should be audacious. They want to see it. They want to see how rugged you are. I want to do this, but I don't have the money. You can help me do something about it. I'm not saying you should beg me. Okay, we have read and talked about that. Official academic records transcript, we talked about that. Inside course defense recommendation. Next slide. Classification of classes. So what do I need to know about? Next slide. So when you are doing your researching your options, you will need a transcript. But the transcript is the one you have. That is not your official, the unofficial one. Use it for your application and everything. When you get admission, when you have been given admission, granted admission, then you can send your transcript to the school. Who will ask for transcript? This is for letter of recommendation. Choose and cultivate your carefully. Sometimes lecturers might not remember you again. You might be his best student, you might have another one afterwards. You might not remember you. Your job is to call them, send them your CV, send them your transcript so that you can remind you can recognize it again and again. Do you understand me? Another one, start early, ask for letters. Start asking if you are going. I know that you have 500 letters. yes, you can start applying, but this is not the time to ask for recommendation letter or letter of recommendation next thing. But when you start applying and seeing progress, you can tell your lecturer you need him as a consultant. I know. So inform before requesting for letter of recommendation. Inform him. He is not a robot. He has family. So give them your transcript. Next slide. People is there. So this is GIE. I think they are going for this. They are not going for this administration. GIE. Next slide. English proficiency. These are the links if you want the English proficiency. You can check online the best before you even check virtual ones. Check. Next slide. Now visa. You apply for any two good representatives for my visa interview. I want to you will not when we have gone through the battle, you are not ready. So now, no, this is green flag cross now. Should we give them a people? Should we for another people? That's person them. Who else? You. Mark. Just that. So let me just brush through this. So after you have gotten admission, everything has been done. Now you have to apply for visa. So before you apply your for visa, they'll give you a form called an I-20 form. I-20 form shows that you've been given admission by the school and there's the duration of time related on the I-20 form. The amount, what if you are going to be taking a CPT or OPT, the amount of your COA and your financial aid kind of scholarship will be written. It will be signed by the school, you have to sign too. Fee, you pay visa fee, visa date fee and everything, will be given a date to go for visa interview. Now, acceptance at the university, I'll talk about that. Possession of sufficient fund. You must show that you have the money to fund yourself. In the event that you've been given a fully funded scholarship, you show them proof. Possession of sufficient fund. Present an intent to leave the US. You have to present. If you do not present, you go, they will reject you without even thinking. Next one, you have to prepare for course of study. Now, my candidate. So this is how it goes. Visa interview. So, why are you candidate? No, no, yes, no. So this is how it's going to look like. All right, all right. So this is how it looks like. The process is like this. All of you, yes, all of you today, you are waiting to do your interview. Yes. This is how crazy and shocking every day. So people are struggling to get to the end. Now, this is are you ready? Oh, give me the mic. Good afternoon. What course of study are you going for? What's your name? I didn't get that. How many years? Well, what is your plan after you have graduated? Plan to get back. Right, let's go. Should we start again? Let's continue. Where do we start? What are your plans after you graduated? Then I will bet. I will bet. Nobody, most of you do not know why I said next. Next time, next time. Good afternoon. What please state your name? Now. Okay. Good afternoon. State your name. Everybody check how we look at it very well. Look at the way the cadence rather. You know what cadence is? Neighbor. The way he's speaking, the momentum of his speech, and the way to you. Good afternoon. What's your name? Please state your name. What school are you going for? What rather? How many years? What's the duration of your study?
4 years.
What is your plan after you graduate?
After graduation, I intend to come back to Nigeria.
There's no good job here. Stand there. Next person, give me another person. All right, let's wrap. Stand there. Where is the other Igbo Lolo? I will see the lady that was here. Why are you scared? Go there. Good afternoon, please state your name.
So, my name is Njoku.
Have you been given admission?
Yes, I've been given admission. Exactly, I'm
Where
ready.
is that your item?
All right,
It states that you're being given a partial funding scholarship.
Yes,
Who is paying for the remaining?
So my uncle lives in the United States and he owns a business.
Okay, this woman, there's nothing like next to the life. She's going to smile. In fact, I'll be very hello. You look beautiful. What's your name? Um, what school are you going to study? Where's Texas? Where's the University of Texas located? Where's the University of Texas located? What house? We'll take it again. Hello, hello. Please state your name. You got admission into what school? What's the duration of 4 years? 4 years. Who's paying for your school fees? I realize that you have a deficit. Who's paying for your school fees? My parents currently. What have you been doing before you got the admission? Well, I've been taking some personal skills online. Also been tutoring some people in school. What is the name of your lecturer? Professor Ajala. What does he do? Well, the lecturer I'm teaching about engineering. I'm taking CPT or OPT. CPT. Okay. Alrighty. After your graduation, what is your plan? Or what are after graduation, I plan to have a startup company in Nigeria. With what? With some of the skills I never learned. How many are we five? Four. I can't recall what everybody talked about. But I must say something. What did you say? One, the moment you tell the visa officer you want to retain or you want to remain in the US, I'm sorry, red flag. Everybody wants to travel out, but there's something we call professionalism and sense. The moment you now say you want to go to the United States, you want to study more of of burning of candles and stumbles. You want to stay in the United States, you have audition. You're telling yourself, no, you can't say that. Next slide. What's the next? Now, tell me, you said,
I was going to come out to Nigeria. Come on.
striking issue. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't stand it. I'm being keep well. And I'll come back to work all of them Yes, that's what you say. So, Uncle is is in the United States. You cannot say that. Now, it is not in your DS1. There's a form called DS1. You have to feel everything about your life. Very intrusive. You feel it. And if it is not there, and you're saying, I'm sorry, that's a red flag. Nobody cares. Show your certification of finance. Nobody cares about who is funding who or what. Don't put that there. The moment you do that, I'm sorry, red flag. Next slide. The next person. What did she say? Let me get that opportunity. How do you want to do that? Which money? All that they say, what is our you want to do? I'm sorry, red flag. Now, let me tell you what the situation here is. There's one mutual situation or issue that they have. And that mutual issue is the fact that all of them, it is written, it was written in your I-20, in your DS-160, you did not make, don't you have, now, we understand that nobody, has anybody tried going to the United States? Don't it? You go to the United States. When you go, okay, oh, have you, oh, very well. I promise I didn't know that. Who else has been in the United States? Been, been. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you go about it. If you are going for an interview, take your time. Read your DS-160. You wrote it. Go through it again. Some people say their strength is in when they write, they will never forget. Some people are like that. Some people like me, when I want to understand something, I would create a, a facade of people, something that does not exist. I'll just sit down, I'll create that thing, like a fake something, not facade per se. Fake audience like this. And I will explain to the audience. And I'll be telling them, do you understand me? I will never forget. So take your time, understand your GSM. This, if they not ask you the question, nobody's going to. Nobody. You are going to the United States to make it one. Why are you scared? They will ask you questions, respond to them accordingly. Do not lie. Everything will be thrown at you when you do not expect. Don't lie, say the full name, speak like you're speaking like a public speaker. Speak like good afternoon, good afternoon. Let them see that there's nothing worrying you. Just be calm. When you're when you're a starter or camera, write it in a paper. Tell them you stammer so that when you are stuttering, they will not think you are scared. Do you understand me? Don't be scared. It's normal. More to start. You want to spend just 1 minute. Your full name. Don't anybody ask you of your name. Only if it's your boyfriend, guy that take your full name. Let it be, internalize that idea. Let it be your full name. So when they ask you, my name is this, and especially like your professional state, state your full name. Without people even knowing your name, let them see what you carry. Maybe from the speech, from what you say, from how you. Sorry, I didn't. So when did I got here on my hiking? So it was a brutal situation. I was like, how am I going to do this? I don't know how I forgot it. Sorry if you are disappointed, but yes, take it like that. Now I think we're done. Next slide, we are done. 1 minute. Next slide. So when you have gotten admission, please go. Please give them something. So prepare for your departure. Learn foreign languages. Eyes on bag. Let the bag is there. Learn foreign languages. Learn French. What is the language of Madagascar? Who said something? Who said? You said God. God bless. That's what I'm saying. Speaking in something. I want to tell you what people, if you are Nigerians, you are from Nigeria. Who do you call Spanish? People that are from Spain. Spain, Spaniard. What about the language? Listen, Spain, language. All you guys are just giving me this. Don't be Espanol. Okay, let's just talk to and get out. Study or take massive MOOC, massive open classes, there are online classes on YouTube. Check on LinkedIn. Check them. Culinary save your life. Save life. Anytime they cut your and you don't even use it. So you guys take your time. Pizza here is not pizza there. I cannot overemphasize. It is not the normal pizza you're eating. Pizza here is different from there. Say, I love shawarma. In the United States, it's not like that. I think we're done. Next slide, we're done. Thank you. With the part orientation, come. On your technical and writing skills, very, very important. Clean up your create a strong LinkedIn profile. Next slide. Intel. I talked about Intel, right? I talked about computer programming, learn how to type. You need to type because they might ask you to do something so fast. Read up on US history. Because your visa interview, something like that might come up. Next slide. Thank you very much.
Please, I trust you can do better than that. That applause was for me, please. Because I know I'm not the only one that thinks something. SP,
What are you putting in which screen or what?
SP. Thank you very, very much for that wonderful, wonderful session. Unfortunately, because of time, we'll not be able to take any questions. But however, okay, change this time so we can reach, you can meet her outside. Thank you very much again for that session, ma'am. So I'll be calling the president and the general secretary for the presentation of our SPE, SPE. People are not giving me energy again because I don't want to do this. Eh? When we're talking about Japan, all of you are excited. SPE. I hope you all had a nice time. Skylar is a very, very engaging person. And the entire crowd enjoyed her session, and I'm happy about that. Okay, so briefly, we'd love to present little Okon from American College Ibadan, and we love Karamat to come on stage. Sorry for stressing you. Sorry for stressing you again. It's not about physical health. It's how tall the pocket is. Alright, so in appreciation of your invaluable support and sponsorship of Industry Week 2025, your contribution as an instrumental success of this event and the advancement of future industry leaders, we present this certificate of recognition to you. Let us continue clapping.
SPA, SPA. Okay, once again, we just like to apologize that we didn't take any questions. I think we have a lot of questions. But like we all know, today we're having three events. We'll be having one of our very own professor having an inaugural lecture, which is one of the most esteemed lectures that we, a lecturer, can ever have in the University of Ibadan. so you can have a break before that. So thank you once again for coming. Around if you have questions, you can and yes, another thing we would like to emphasize, I mean, this is not at day one of industry, this is day one. Yes, we noticed something when we share our little token, we share food, people leave your pack, like everyone is like we all come about clean energy, recycling and everything. So the respectful thing to do when you eat food was trash your food or your food pack. And we have everywhere. If you look at every corner of the market, you see just bring up this after the event. Once again for coming. Tomorrow is our last day. And who knows what's happening tomorrow? But if you snooze, so please let's be punctual tomorrow. We're going to have representatives of Walton Smith